Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today bringing you guys One Piece episode 668 review. Now, the episode link is going to be in the box below on both Crunchyroll and OnePieceOfficial.com. Now, the thing here is that this episode is, honest to God, very simple. It's very straightforward. In fact, to do the main gist, you have two parts. You have part A, which is what's going on in the Coliseum, and then you have part B, Luffy and his unending stupidity. And how they've infiltrated, well, not infiltrated, they basically busted through the front door and said, yo, Flamingo, we're here, and we coming for you. So, the whole stealth ops mission, the whole Call of Duty Ghost, no, that was thrown out the fucking window, and Luffy came in there with a freaking tank. So, that's the episode in a nutshell when it comes to the structure. The animation overall, okay, subpar. Like, the animation mainly for the Coliseum stuff, when you have Sabo jumping around, that was very, not a big deal. When you had the giant, bloodthirsty fighting fish coming in there, that was pretty good, like, the way they looked. And the way they just, like, attacked people, and so on and so forth. But then you had scenes like, for example, Diamante coming in there. And it was weird. And I've never, ever seen people get so hyped for dude air guitaring. Just, yeah. And he's not doing anything. He's like, yeah, flip, yeah. I'm like, wait, what are you doing? And then he goes to Rebecca. He's like, boom. And then everyone's like, yeah. And I'm like, why? Like, what just happened? Nothing happened. He didn't do shit. And people are stoked. Do you know how happy I would be if people would get that hype for me if I didn't do shit? This guy didn't do shit. I'm kind of jealous right now. Because you had so many people like, oh shit, Diamante, son, Diamante. And he's fucking like, he's like a fake Brook. And it was weird. It was awkward. He's doing flips. He has the Denden Mushi on, like, the thing. I'm like, are you gonna speak? Like, are you gonna do something? No, he just... It was one of the weirdest things I've seen in One Piece. Straight up, I'm not lying to you. That was some weird shit. And then beforehand, you had freaking Burgess. My man, he's doing all the wrestling poses like, yeah, wee ha ha, yeah, brother, yeah, brother. I'm like, jeez. And it was awkward too in that sense because you had him laughing and the animators didn't like move his mouth. Like, he'd just be smiling like, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? It was the weirdest shit I have seen in a while, man. Like, the animators this episode, they got fucking lazy, dude. They got I mean, how are you not gonna move his mouth when he's laughing? No, not he, I'm sorry. Like, what is that? It was a joke. The animation was a joke. And then towards the end, when you have Luffy coming in there and he's like fighting these guys, the animation just felt choppy. And I was like, like, it's not good. It's just the animation overall wasn't good. But because it wasn't good, it was so funny and awkward. Again, you can't have Burgess laugh and not open his mouth. Weird. And then and after that, Demon is coming in there like, yeah, for like, I shit you not, like 4 minutes. Like, yeah. And mind you, the episode doesn't start until I'm fucking up here. The episode doesn't start until like 5 minutes in. So we're getting like 3 minutes of Diamante. Yeah. And everyone's like, oh shit. And I'm like, no, sit the fuck down, dude. It was the weirdest thing. It was hilarious, but it was weird. And then you got the pacing, which of course was slow. But I did like the fact that they spent most of the episode on the Coliseum stuff. Because a lot of times in One Piece, because there's so much stuff going on at one particular point in time, Oda tries to cover all these parts, and we're like jumping everywhere. But in this episode, We didn't go over to Frankie. We didn't go over to Sanji and company. We just stayed with the Coliseum guys. What's going on there? We have the rules established, and then we now know that we have new fighting fish. And one of the fighting fish has the Merryman Nomi in like a treasure chest on top of it, and so on and so forth. And then you have the actual competition start where you have Sabo. He's running around trying to lure the fish so he can actually just get the fruit and call it a damn day. And then you have Burgess come in there like, I'm gonna hunt you down. Like, he guns for Straw Hat, aka Sabo, immediately, but that winds up failing. So like, and then you have interaction between Diamante and Burgess. So that was interesting. So overall, it had its ups and downs too when it comes from those standpoints of pacing, but mainly it was subpar. Now overall, when it comes to the character interaction and character development, yeah, again, mainly it's like those scenes with the most interesting character interaction was between Diamante and Burgess. That was it. It was like a small second there, and because you have like the one of the top guys of Flamingo's crew, and then you have the captain of the first ship of the Blackbeard Pirates, Yonko status dudes. So that was the most interesting character interaction in the entire episode by far, and then that was it. Everything else was meh. And character-wise, no one really like developed. It was just, here's what's happening, that's it. And Luffy being a dumbass at the end of the damn day, as usual. And overall, story progression, Flamingo now knows that there's something off with the Luffy, with the Lucy in the Coliseum, and then you have the real Luffy coming in to attack. So he's kind of pissed. I mean, even though he should be able to see, like One Piece confused me because sometimes it's serious as fuck, but then other times, like, dude, like, you can see how the scar's clearly drawn on his chest. It's clearly drawn, but apparently he couldn't see that shit. I'm like, but Flamingo's a mad serious dude in One Piece, so it kind of throws you off or whatever. The point is that he's pissed off, obviously, that he's being duped, and that Luffy is having the actual balls come at him headstrong, head first. No sneak attacks, nothing. And then you have what's going on in the Coliseum, and that's pretty much it. So, episode rating overall, I'm going to give a rating of a subpar. I want to give it like a bad plus, because it was just, it's bad in a lot of ways, but it's just funny because it's so bad. The animation mainly in that sense, but I'll give it a subpar. I don't really do subpar minuses, but yeah, subpar, I'll call it a damn day. So King Lightning, rate the video, comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a nice one.